Good. Myself?
You good?
Yeah, good to go.
DJ, you're here. Now that you're here at Baylor and kind of everything is in the past, how does it feel? Do you feel any sort of freedom now that you're kind of here and off to the races, so to speak?
Yeah, I feel great. I got a great group of guys with me. I'm excited to continue to build. So I'm having fun just playing football. Like a year ago, I wasn't doing spring ball, so like every time I'm out here is a blessing. I'm having a good time, so yeah.
So it kind of sunk in that you're here at the same place that your dad was?
Yeah, for sure. It hit me the first day of practice, so it's definitely a blessing to be here. I'm just thankful for the opportunity, to get to play ball, so yeah.
When we saw you with Coach at the basketball game, like those talks, and you committed, what have those talks been like with him? And how quickly were you like, hey, I want to get the ground running on this?
Yeah, for sure. The biggest thing we kind of really were talking about was just like how he wants the program, to be ran, and how he wants the identity of the team to be, and kind of picking off his brain, he's picking off mine, and kind of just being on the same page about that. So, I love Coach Aranda and the things that we talk about. It's great, just of our identity piece that we're trying to build for this team.
DJ, welcome. A lot of new things at Baylor. What are you most excited for your journey here?
Yeah, I'm just excited to get on the field and compete. I'm excited to go out there with my guys, my group of guys, and go out there and have fun and lay it on the line for the team.
DJ, who are some of the guys in the wide receiver room that you're kind of connecting the best with that are standing out on the field right now?
Yeah, I say, man, we got a lot of good guys right now. I'm just excited for the growth of the room, and so we got a long way to go, but I feel like the connection right now between everybody has been great. So yeah.
Oh, guys, what intrigued you about getting to play under Spav, and just how's he challenged you, and what has your relationship been like with him so far?
Oh man, yeah, me and Coach Spav's relationship has been great. Just his ability to let me be me, let me play freely. I feel good, kind of feeling like myself again. So it feels good to just go out there and just have fun, and just I know I have a coach that believes in me and wants me to succeed. So I'm excited for that.
And he also mentioned your connection with Lewis so far. How have you gelled with him, and just how excited are you for that? Playing the Lewis Brown man.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited to see him continue to grow and see his confidence build, and everybody in the whole receiver room, man. I'm excited to see those guys continue to go, man. I'm really excited for our relationship and our chemistry.
DJ, there's probably a lot of pressure, and you're probably feeling it as well. But what do you want these fans to know about you?
Yeah, I want the fans to know about me that I just love ball, love God, and love football, and I just want to. Every time I get to step on the field, it's a blessing. So that's what yeah.
Before you hit spring practice, what was kind of the thing your dad told you before this all started?
Yeah, he always, his whole message is always have fun. Just go out there and have fun. It doesn't matter nobody's opinions of you. Just always go out there and have fun, and that's the main thing. When I'm having fun, I'm at my best. So yeah.
How important was it to have a few, I guess, friends? A couple came from Florida with you, your old teammate. How important was that to have them here with you?
Oh, no, yeah, it was great. Overall, they had to make their decision that was best for their future, and I'm so glad that all of ours kind of aligned. It's pretty crazy how God works. So, I'm excited, to be able to just still throw the ball to Tony Livingston, a heck of a player. I'm excited when he gets out there. It's going to be real fun. And DeBron Hampton, I've grown up with him, playing against him in Little League, and then going to high school together. I know what he can do, so I'm excited for him as well. So, yeah.
Being back out there, have you seen anything that you need to improve on, and how do you plan on doing that?
Yeah, I say just kind of biggest thing that me and Coach Spav have been talking about is the flow of the game, knowing the flow of the game, knowing when to do things, knowing when to not, and just kind of knowing, when to pass. We got a lot of RPOs, so knowing when to throw it, when to hand it, and just kind of being, cerebral in that aspect of things.
Before committing to Baylor, what memories did you have of this program growing up?
Yeah, this kind of really started my love for college football. It really started the whole, dream of mine to get here at this level. And it's crazy how God works, man. And every day I wake up, man, it's a blessing because, I'm living in 5-year-old, 6-year-old me's dream. So, and more. So it's a blessing. I'm thankful.
Spav's offense, I mean, how hard is it for you to pick up? I'm sure there are some differences from Florida. Do you feel like you fit it, and how hard is it to get?
Yeah, the offenses, I can't lie, are totally different, and it's in a good way. I feel like learning what I learned at Florida, I'm thankful for that staff, thankful for everything that they've done for me. But I'm excited to go out here and just, play and have fun in this offense and, throw it around and be able to, it kind of reminds me of my high school offense, so be able to throw the ball a lot more around and just, have fun with the guys.
I don't know how much exposure you have to the Baylor in the Waco community so far, but what's kind of that been like since you've committed here?
Oh, man, yeah, the community's been great. I've been having a great time here. It's very slow, very calm, and I love it, peaceful, so I'm having a good time here.
DJ, anybody in the locker room that you're quite impressed with so far?
Can you explain that question a little more?
Looking
Like
around
who's
the
funny? Like
Yeah,
who's
I
like
mean,
what's the
either-
like what's talking like I can press on the field, like outside
On the field, who are you most
On the
impressed with
field?
on the field as a teammate so far?
as a teammate,
I
man.
know it's still early days.
Yeah, you know, I say, man, we got a lot of good players, but I say Bolton Jr., man, the way he comes in the building every day, you know, he's a guy, he's a young guy, but, you know, the way he's in the building getting extra reps, getting extra work, you know, getting drill work, working on releases, getting, like, because he plays DB, so working on different releases and things like that, press, shock stuff. So every time I see him out there, it just motivates me, you know, and the way he's a professional at a very young age, so I respect that a lot.
Who's
Great,
the
and who's
funniest?
funny? Yeah. I was
Funniest?
gonna say, who's funny?
Man, I'll say Michael Turner, man. That's a clown. Yeah. Oh my goodness. We had we took some of the receivers and running backs and tight ends. Some of us went to Miami for spring break. Had us rolling the whole trip. So he's definitely the character of the group for sure.
What's your relationship been like with Dave so far? And any advice he's given you?
Yeah, for sure. He's giving me a lot of advice, you know, and I'm just thankful, you know, to be able to learn from him, you know, each and every day, and just the way he leads and the way he stewards, you know, this program is truly a blessing to be part of, and I'm excited, you know, to continue to learn from him and to continue to develop. So yeah.
I hate to do this to you. Can you give me a deeper answer? What is the way he leads? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, the way he leads by example, you know, and one thing that really stood out to me was the way, like, and we were in January, you know, usually the coaches, they all gone and, you know, they be away, but in the mornings, lifts, we got lifts at 7 o'clock. He's in the locker room with us talking, and that was kind of different to me, you know, so the way he's hands-on with the guys, man, that means a lot to me and the guys as well, and just the way he really wants us to connect, and I love that. Like, even like little things, like we have mandatory, like sit down, eat dinner, and breakfast, and like I feel like that's huge, and for him to push that goes a long way. So that just shows the type of leader he is and the type of things he preaches.
I know the season hasn't started yet, but is there a personal goal that you kind of set for yourself for the season?
Yeah, man, my personal goal is play the best football I know I'm capable of and just having fun. Because like I said before, when I'm having fun, that's when everything's flowing, everything's going well.
Thanks, DJ.
Thank you.
so
Sickle.
much.
Yep.